Testing.
Hey. How's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, we still got that echo.
Do we? Oh, man.
We are trying to get rid of the echo drive. Thanks for joining in. Stubbs has started his vacation and will not be joining us tonight. He's going to be on an airplane.
He's the only guy I know works a week and got a week vacation.
Yeah, it works
right off the bat.
He can go. I can go. Are you talking to Shocker there? Yeah, it looks like it.
I can't see nothing.
So yeah, turn the volume up a little bit.
Donna.
Me?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe my on my speaker.
Let me see.
Anyway. What we got to talk about tonight is Chinesium parts, and they're on your car, they're on your motorcycle, microwave, refrigerator. They're everywhere. Wouldn't you say? Oh, we lost Randy again, man.
Well, they're saying that it's due with the echo, but
it's dinner time,
right?
Yeah. What are you having for dinner anyway? Let me turn my volume up a little bit.
We got tilapia with some special mac and cheese.
Ooh.
And corn.
Ooh. Cool.
Well, threw myself off again. I'm up to my normal good vibes.
You're all right. We just have an echo. Does everybody have an echo out there? Let's see what
Randy, do you got a speaker going?
No, that's why I asked him a while ago about a Bluetooth speaker, because I don't have one on.
Rob, you talk. See if it comes on.
Well, when I talk, I hear it.
Yeah. Oh, do you when you're talking to?
Yeah, when Randy mutes himself, he can't hear it. See, or we can't hear it. So, I think it's his girl trying to sneak in the chat. She's just hiding out.
Right.
No, I don't have the echo. The echo stopped when Randy left. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, James. How you doing? Welcome. We're talking about
welcome everybody.
Bike parts, Chinese parts. How you doing, help Father? Gio's in the audience. Greg's in there.
Hey, Gio.
Hey, Greg, I put the link in the chat. Going in.
More the merrier. Come on down, guys.
Keep on along with StreamYard. Okay, my YouTube is off. So it's not me.
And my YouTube on my phone is muted.
Okay, maybe I'll have to go. I'll come back in a minute.
Do you have YouTube on, Randy?
Probably. Let me go look. I'll be back.
Pick one or the other, he says. Okay.
Well, I'll tell you, there ain't no Chinese parts on me. I'm all American, man.
You're all American. No, you're Kawasaki, so you're not all American.
Well, my body's all American.
How you doing, Greg? How you doing tonight?
Doing okay. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. This is our buddy Greg. Everybody, Greg. Of course, everybody in the chat knows Greg. So.
Yeah, he's getting all my snow.
Yeah, starting tomorrow, and 30 below wind chills.
Yeah, we've got probably about 7 inches.
Well, they're talking about the blizzard coming through here over Christmas Day and the celebration of Christmas Day on Monday, I guess you would call it, for the government. Yeah, clear now. Okay, Randy's coming back. Okay, everybody ready? Hi, Randy.
Is it fixed? Or is it
Fix
still?
for you, maybe.
Oh, man, I don't know what's doing it.
Yeah,
I
there.
turned it all off.
Randy, you don't have YouTube on also, do you?
Not now.
Okay.
I was looking at it earlier, but I just went back and turned everything off and cleared it. So I should be good.
Wow.
I can't understand why this is
Hi,
going
Gloria.
on.
How are you doing tonight? Michigan's getting
Hey, Gloria.
tonight, she says. But Randy, could you mute yourself until you want to talk?
Yeah.
What I got here is Harley Davidson back in 2019. They toyed with the idea of joining forces with the Italian motorcycle Benelli, and they have. Seems like they're going to be in the Chinese market with a 350 and a 500cc. Basically, it's a KTM. The engine's a KTM engine made by QJ, which is a Chinese manufacturer. So Harley's putting their name on a Benelli motorbike.
Yeah, Qijiang or something like that. It's called in China.
It's the Luciano something. Let me see here. Leoncino is what it's modeled after. I wish I had pictures, but I don't. I'm so computer illiterate, I can't barely figure out how to get StreamYard going.
I've seen a couple pictures on this one website. It's not a bad looking, little bike for what they want it for.
Well, just imagine if it comes here to the States. They could put that bike as a bike that you would buy your kid that says Harley Davidson, and when he grows up, he's going to get a bigger Harley Davidson. You know what I mean? And they also got the 1301 KTM motor that, V-twin would go right along with Harley.
Yeah, they're calling it the X350 and X500.
Yeah, back in the 70s, yeah, they banded, put their name on dirt bikes and stuff. Same weather in Chicago there, Gio?
Yeah, Chicago can have all our weather.
We're going to
get clear here right now, so I'm happy. Tomorrow and the next day may be a different story.
It's cold here even, man, in California. So, we're all got it. Might be a different cold, though. That's for sure.
Right.
And Steve, I'm trying to think of that Harleys back in the 70s. I actually had one. Damn, what were they called?
They were the Scramblers, weren't they?
The Scramblers, and then there was another model.
I just remember the Scramblers. Dad had one. It was sat in a corner of the yard, never ran.
My dad had two Harleys until his back surgery. Then he started riding Goldwings.
If you want comfort, Goldwing is, the way to go. But, they're not a Harley.
Well, with his back, he couldn't ride a Harley
anymore.
That's where I went at first. From after the second back injury, I tried one of them. You know what? My new Harley is just as smooth, man.
I was going to say,
although that bike was
badass.
Yeah, I'd say it would. Mine had air ride and all that shit, but so's this one, I guess. So I don't know. It was all the same.
It seems hard to be saying going forward.
Yeah.
I know it's just a revamp badging. Their name badge over another bike. But eventually get to the shape, they're going to have a mechanic and all the shops. And then basically there's mechanics to work on every bike. You can work on freaking Italian bike. Hey, 650, how you doing, man? Been a while.
Yeah.
Indian motors were made by Fuji.
Hey, Rick.
The Italian Harleys were Hermati. Yep, there you go, Steve.
Okay, you say it, Greg. I ain't gonna try.
Teramachi. That's not coffee in that coffee cup either, gentlemen.
You're
It's
a
not
bad, bad
coffee in your
boy.
coffee cup, Greg.
Well, I had tea in it earlier. Now it's Jack Daniels.
And this is really iced tea.
Mm-hmm. From Long Island.
Yeah. I don't know. The one my dad had looked like it'd be a pretty good dirt bike. But that's about all it was. I don't remember if it had a tail light and a headlight on it, to be honest with you. Uh-oh.
I don't know if it'll show up or not.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah.
That's the X350, and the 550 looks just like it, I guess.
Right. Well, the 550 looks more like a cruiser. That looks like
Something like that. Yeah, I think they're using a different frame for the 550, but that's the 300 or 350 or whatever.
Maverick, Rupp, Chapel, Gemini, and 2 other bikes.
Yeah. Rick knows his bikes pretty well.
Rick, you want me to put the chat in there? You got time?
Come on in.
Yeah, Rick, come on in.
Yeah. More the merrier. We're going to try and keep it to an hour tonight, guys, because I do have to go get some cat food and some other things.
Don't piss the
I
cat
got
off.
home and I got 5 of them. You guys know that. They all come running to me like, "Where's my treats, Dad? Where's my treats?" The old lady says, "Did you go by Kroger?" I said, "Oh." So yeah, I have to run by Kroger to get the cat treats and food and some other things, like you said.
It's called sticky notes. You put it on your dash. That's what I do. So when I leave
Okay,
work,
he's driving. Okay. Cool, that's cool. Well,
But Rick knows a lot about motorcycles. So he knows his stuff.
speaking of a cat, I got one in my face here. Sorry. That's cool. Yeah. Gloria, have you seen those bikes? A big shout out to Spite's Corner. He's the one that I got the idea from because I watched a video of his. He rides different bikes and gives you a review on them. You might like him, Rob. He's got a 650 Kawasaki XL something, and he rides it all over the place. Loves it.
Gee, I started out on a 77 Yamaha 650 twin.
So 77.
Rick got me that bike. Rick found me that bike.
Cool.
Hey, Dark.
Hey, Dark Soul.
Did Harley quit making the Street 500 and 750 for the States? The only reason I'm asking is because that's what they use for their training classes at the dealers. I was wondering what they're going to use next.
They discontinued both of the 975 and then brought it back out again. And then the 750 they're not going to bring back out. So
I don't see them using a 975 for a beginner course. You know, they got that Eagle class or whatever to learn how to ride. They used to use
James says it's going to be 0 in Idaho. I'm not there.
Yeah, they used to use Buell 500s, and then they went to the Street 500.
They didn't sell. Yeah, but I don't think they gave them enough of a chance either. Because I mean, if they would have
50 just to go back and forth to work,
right? Well, they discontinued the Sportster, you know, of course. Now they've got the is it the Nightster and then the Sportster S?
Yeah.
They've got those 2 Sportster lines, but a smaller bike like that, I could really see my granddaughter, my daughter, because she's smaller than I am. I could really see them riding a bike like that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
4 years ago, they stopped both the 750s, 500, and the 350. So that was here in the States. And like I said, here they've announced that they're going to brand these bikes over there in China, and who knows? It may be a year or two, but I'm sure you'll start seeing.
Not building them in India again, because I read that. So I thought maybe they'd use that plant.
Is it still doing it?
I
think good, because I had to go and restart.
No,
I forgot I had a whole bunch of stuff on there I was watching earlier, and it was making everything all messed up.
Cool. All right. Yeah, the echo's gone now.
Right on.
Welcome back, I wouldn't mind my grandkids having a bike like that, and it gives Harley another.
Saying. I mean, I could see
a foothold in the market.
16-year-old granddaughter riding a bike like
that, and seeing that Harley's not actually American made anymore, it makes sense for them to go that route in the European market and see how it does, and then try it here.
What, you saying the state of Wisconsin's not in the USA no more?
It's in the USA, but the Harley parts aren't American anymore.
Well, not all of them, but like I said, you're not going to get all 100% American-made parts in just about anything you buy.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Unless it's Randy building it or Greg building it, and they know what they're building it in with American-made parts,
Hey, it's very hard to find some American-made parts, man. That's for sure.
And you can always tell it's made in China because it feels flimsy and like plastic. It's metal, but it feels like plastic.
No digs on my Kawasaki.
We got to, you know what? You got to give Japan credit, because nobody ever downs Japan, because their steel and metal and everything is basically just as good as ours. Their shit really isn't flimsy.
Right.
But you don't get many aftermarket parts made in Japan. It's always, China, Taiwan, or something.
Even the Japan bikes are using Chinese parts.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean,
I know that.
It's going to be everywhere. It's going to be one world order. Excuse my language.
Go with the cheaper crap.
Yeah.
Make more money.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not here in the left wing, motherfucker. Because Stubbs is on vacation.
Yeah, you notice how quiet it is?
Huh?
Hey, he might be watching on his phone.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm giving him crap. I love the man.
He'll be popping in here in a minute with some choice words
I can imagine
for all you guys.
On the plane biting his fingers because they're saying, "Turn your phones off."
Yeah, he's like, "Motherfuckers, I'll get you."
No, Stubbs is a good man. He knows his stuff, and I love to hear his opinions and his thoughts about things, because it means a lot to me when I hear it.
I'll say, Randy, he is very opinionated.
We love you, Stubbs. Have a good flight.
Yeah, we love you, Stubbs. Have a good vacation, man. Good Merry Christmas.
Don't get no herpes.
Yeah, bring me back a T-shirt.
And don't be bringing back the crabs either.
Yeah. And don't drink the water. No matter.
Don't drink the water. No.
Good for you.
Right. Who knows what's on them boats, man?
He's watching and fuming. Yeah. Like I said, hey,
those motherfuckers.
Yeah, he'll be on any minute now, I'm sure.
Do you see Steve's comment?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, you'll find out about that next week or the week after, Steve.
Right. So
yeah. Merry Christmas, Chris, man. How you doing?
Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, Chris.
Merry Christmas, Chris.
Haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Me too. Haven't heard from him.
I haven't seen him on Discord or anything. I've been talking to him through chat here and there, but
yeah, I should have changed my name to Ignorance. Those of us that were on the Discord know all about that.
Ignorance.
But anyways, yeah, I think Harley with the Chinese parts and the European market, Asian markets I think that's a great idea.
I think it's a super idea, man.
Well, as long as some of that money comes back here, because we all know over in Asia and all that, they like the smaller CCs because they don't have the roads and crap like
Right.
that. You know, you see them pictures. There's, you know, 3 fat guys on a little 350 with baskets full of shit, and you know,
I know.
it's taller
They're
than
carrying a cow on the back.
Hey, I'll give a
Got a
shout
cow
out to
and a
$1 Million Bogan
horse.
too. If you guys watched his thing where he's driving through Mexico and Bolivia and all that,
Who's that?
$1 Million Bogan.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
dude is nuts, man. There ain't no way I do all that shit, man. Ain't no way.
You got a death wish? You got a death wish or what?
Traveling through states is hard enough.
Yeah, and that's in America. Much less going to a foreign nation.
Yeah.
Where they don't really like us that much anyway.
Captain Ignorance, that's me.
I like that, Steve.
Yeah. Well, Mama always said life was like oh, that's what Forrest Gump's mama said. Never mind.
Like that.
Well, she never told me that.
Glory, we'll tell you some other time, right? We ain't going to talk about that on here.
Girl, wake up.
We won't talk about that here because it's not that type of show.
Another time and another show.
That was so yesterday. You know how fast stuff flies around here, man.
Right?
YouTube is crazy with how fast stuff flies. From this way,
yeah,
that
man.
way, Chinese way.
Here today, gone tomorrow.
You know what I would like to see? An American parts on Asian bikes. That's what I would like to see.
Good luck. Them parts would cost about $500 for a spark plug or something.
Well, it makes me wonder if Harley and parts are made in America. Does he? I mean, Jesse James. I mean, you see him building the bike. He builds all his parts.
So does Harley and Ness. They have their own factory. You know what I mean? That builds all this badass shit.
Right.
I need a 1/4-20 bolt. Well, I'll just make one instead of crap one out of a drawer. You know?
Yeah. As long as they hold together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as they're foreign parts, I'm guessing they would hold together, minus a fender or two.
Well, again, it's if you buy a bike off of Amazon, they're Chinese bikes basically.
Yeah,
they don't hold together because I knew somebody who bought one, and it was junk. It didn't last.
But why are you buying a bike off of Amazon anyway?
Because it was cheap, dude. This new bike coming out is only $6,200. Okay, for the 500 version. So that means the 350 version is probably going to be a little bit cheaper, right? Well,
you would think.
Dude bought the one off of Amazon for $49.95. I mean, the handlebars were worse than bicycle handlebars when I was a kid.
All flimsy.
It was total junk. Didn't last 3 months. Little tiny motor. He ended up buying a Suzuki 250 after that.
250.
But yeah, they're junk. Yeah. He tried.
Poor welding on the frame, poor metal. I'd be afraid to hit a pothole because it was just take the motor off, put it on your lawnmower, call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's over there in them countries. Rich folks are the only ones that have Harleys.
I met Harley's 100th anniversary back when the 100th was here in Milwaukee.
Oh, my brother got
a big,
100th
huge
anniversary Ultra Classic, Greg. He did get a salvage title with it, but it's just barely, scratch here and there. But other than that, man, this freaking bike is cool.
Awesome. But they had, and I've seen them here other years, but the 100th, there was a huge group from Japan. And it's actually a MC club for the Harleys and stuff. And them guys were cool as hell. They could drink.
They get thirsty over there for that sake.
The Germans. I had a hell of a party with these German people and stuff.
That shit's freaking, from what I understand, puts your in the dirt.
It's hot, man. It's real hot. It tastes like you're drinking. To me, it tastes like you're drinking that horsey hot mustard sauce. You know what I mean? Kind of like that.
Right.
It's got a hot spice to it, the stuff that I drink.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good quality though.
If I was gonna go Chinese, maybe I would buy that, but I wouldn't buy a Chinese.
I'll look that up. I've heard of that Changjiang. I've heard of that Changjiang, but I've never seen it.
I can't remember what kind of bike it was that he had, but it was like the motor that was at you buy at Harbor Freight, that kind of pool start motor deal.
Yep.
Kind of like Bikes and Beer built from Home Depot.
That bike they built from Home
They
Depot.
put
Was
that
cool,
motor from
man.
Home Depot, pull start motor on that Harley.
Yeah.
Think I'm gonna open up a repair shop. All I need is
Tastes like hot water.
the bike that needs to be worked on, a stick of dynamite, and there you go.
Okay, I've never had sake, but does it put your you know what in the dirt?
You can run your bike on it.
Videos when I'm working in the garage.
Sake depends on the sake. If it's hot or warm, tastes like shit. If it's cold, it
Right.
tastes like shit.
Yeah, I didn't like it that much. It was hot.
It tastes like shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tastes like shit.
But
it don't taste
It would
like
taste
water,
like rice.
there are people who like sake. I just don't.
I'm just a whiskey kind of guy. That's about it. And some beer, you know. Yeah, beer and whiskey.
Sauce.
Go
Whiskey
ahead,
and
put
beer.
some soy sauce in it.
Yeah.
Geo
And
Grease
pour all
tastes
over your
like
rice and chicken. And simmer it.
it has no flavor to it. Well, then I couldn't say it tastes like crap.
Stuff I tasted it tasted like I said, it was like hot mustard sauce or something, and it was hot
Hey, we got the
to your
man
mouth.
who's at work. What's happening, DS?
Hey. Since I
Hey,
can't
man.
text
Let's
my
go.
comment, I'm going to put it out there. So to me to tell me, y'all have tasted sake. Y'all said it tastes like shit. So each one of y'all are eating shit. Y'all actually took a wipe of your ass and took a
Try
bite of your
not
show
to, man.
shit.
I try not to. You know? I've been drunk a few times. Who knows?
Hey,
My
it's
daddy-
to put that out there too.
I woke up kind of disgusted. Who knows, man?
My daddy always said, you took too big of a bite.
Oh my lord. You guys, I tell you.
Hey,
So
man,
that means
it's shoot the
Dark
shit
Soul
out.
drink
What can I
sake
say,
too,
man?
huh?
We have a topic, which is this Chinese Harley Davidson, and we go from there. What can I say?
Okay, yeah, I caught the topic. I got him in a little bit and stuff. Got a little bit of logistics of it and stuff.
What do you think, man? Would you think about buying a Chinese bike for your granddaughter?
You know, Harley is scrambling to try to make up what they lost. Put it that way. They did their own damage themselves. Don't get me wrong. I love Harley. You know where the heritage comes from and stuff. But what y'all was talking about, you know, as far as American parts and stuff like that, they're out there. I put the deal in there. It's called MammothNation.com. It's all the companies that are built and made in America. Period. They don't come from China and rename it. It is made. They find companies that are 100% American made.
Okay.
Only problem with that is that you got to pay for their little service because they're the ones doing the hedge hunting, the ground for you to try to find those companies. You know.
Right.
But as far as them making the smaller motors and sending them over to Chinese, it's not the first time they've done it.
Oh, no.
No, this is like the third or fourth go around. That's nothing new.
If it helps them out and that money comes back here somewhat, I'm all for it.
Well, you got to look at the tariffs. I mean, not all the tariffs were taken away that Trump put in place. There's still some in there. Biden didn't take all of them away because they see some kind of the benefits of it. But either way, we got
they're building them there.
Well, here's the other thing. You know, our debt and stuff all comes from fucking China anyway. China pretty much owns all the fucking Rockefellers and everybody now. So it's a no-win situation here. We didn't cut the head off a long time ago, so we got to deal with what we got to deal with.
Yeah, that's right. Should have took care of it a long time ago.
Hey, Dark, can you stop by my house and fill up my truck while you're out there dumping that?
Hey, Greg, for him
Yes,
to
sir.
fill up your truck, you have to have 1,000-pound capacity. Or 1,000-gallon. I'm sorry, 1,000-pound.
No, I just need about 20 gallons.
I don't know. I went to fill up my shit the other day, man, and I didn't know my tank was that big because I ain't never put gas. You know, I just got this new truck. It's not new. It's 2000 Chevy, but I'd only put like $20 at a time in it in gas, right? I'm sitting there going ching, 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 23 gallons. I'm like, damn, it's $80-some. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's probably either a 27 or a 35
It was
gallon
a
tank.
27-gallon tank. And I didn't think it was near that big, man. I was thinking 15, 20 gallon because that's what my Dodge Dakota has, a 20 gallon.
Yeah, mine's 27.
Yeah.
I'm happy I got a 12-gallon
kept
tank.
ringing up
To
there,
get my
man.
gas. Because, well, Randy saw it yesterday when I was riding my bike in that ice cold. He saw the sign. He goes, $2.64 a gallon. I said, yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm heading that way with 50-gallon drums.
Isn't that
You
way?
gotta
Too bad I'd have
move
to
down
use it all to get back.
We're in trouble.
Uh-oh. Why?
Hey, motherfucker!
Hey!
You're home.
Wait
a minute.
You're
You don't
supposed to
look
be
like
getting ready
you're,
for that cruise.
I'm getting ready to head out now. I just want to say Merry
Oh.
Christmas to y'all guys.
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you,
Hey,
Stubbs.
you have a good vacation here.
I'll see y'all next. Well, I'll be checking in from Mexico.
There you go.
Fuck this snow. Fuck this
Let's see
cold
some
weather.
Senoritas.
Come out.
And fuck Joe
Later.
Biden.
And, oh yeah, fuck Biden.
Fuck Biden, yeah.
You
Oh,
be safe.
oh wait, there's one more fucking thing since I did decide to get on here. In 53 days, I'm gonna win the lottery. Ha!
Yeah.
See ya.
Right.
Be safe.
Be safe, Stubbs.
We knew he'd come
He
on
had to
sooner
be
or
in the
later.
airport by this time, man. He better get going.
He's got to be there at 7.
So
His
he's
time.
got, well,
Yeah, he's got plenty of
It's only
time.
5 o'clock
5
there.
his time.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
he doesn't leave until 9 tonight.
I don't know how because he's getting himself to. I don't know how he's getting there. He's getting a ride or something, but
Probably an Uber, I would imagine. Wouldn't that be what you would do?
yeah, or something.
Or taxi. I would take a taxi because personally, I don't fucking Uber. Okay.
Unless
I've
his
had
son
too
is
many
taking
of my
him.
family members be taxi drivers and dispatchers.
Yeah, his son could be dropping
and
him off.
Uber, I'm sorry, Uber is kind of like YouTube, you know? People making money off of YouTube. It's making money off your car.
Yeah.
Same issue.
Pretty much.
And they think you're making a lot of money, but in some cases you do, but with tips and stuff. But the wear and tear on your vehicle is just terrible. I've got friends that do it, and they're all like, God, we go through the brakes. We go through this, that.
Wasn't it you I was talking to, Randy, that, hey, Gio the Great's coming.
All right.
Come on in, Gio.
What's happening, the Great
Hey,
man?
Gio.
Get on.
Look at that good-looking guy.
When I saw
Hey, Gio.
get on.
How you doing, brother?
What's up, guys?
Same old shit.
You guys ready for the storm?
I am.
I'm in the storm.
Are you still in the Chi-Town area?
We're supposed to get 23 inches.
Hey, dude, what's up?
Hey, little
Gio,
dude.
you know
How you
I'm in
doing,
the
man?
northeast. Gio, you know I'm in the northeast corner of Illinois, right up there up on the state line of Wisconsin, Lake Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah, Gray. Are you gonna get some of it? You gonna hit by it?
Oh yeah. You know what? They downsized the snow, but with all that wind, 50 to 60 mile an hour winds, they're going to call it, blizzard conditions because after the snow stops, it's going to be so windy you're not going to be able to see.
Mhm.
So you might have nothing in one spot of your yard and 2 to 3 foot over here drifting.
Yeah, they're calling the same thing for us. They're saying the same.
Oh, yeah.
They're showing it here for you guys, Arctic blast. So I mean, it's going to be
Oh, yeah,
bad.
we're
I guess.
talking 30 below zero wind chills Saturday, Friday.
Damn.
That's what they're saying. It's going back up to the 40s after that.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
We're
right?
supposed to hit 65 next week. I don't know. Been freezing every day for about 2 weeks.
What do you consider freezing in California?
In the 20s and low 30s. You know, freezing.
Freezing.
Not sub freezing, but it's cold.
Randy, this morning you were laughing at us and stuff. Oh, yeah, another few weeks, it'll be 80, 70, 80 degrees. They're making fun of us. Well, you just wait for time when it's 75 and 80, and we're
Well, I'm hoping anyway.
120 degrees, and you can't ride because it's too hot.
Oh, I think it's funny, Greg. He's like Scooby Doo. He goes out there
That's
with his
true.
knife and cuts a hole in the fucking fog. And
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Gio,
about how
what's
it
your
is right
temp
now.
out there?
It's too hot. I can't sit on my bike. It's too hot. Woo!
Out here, you
Hey,
get
Gio,
changed
what's your
real
temp?
easy.
complaining.
What
I
was
don't know.
Yeah, Dolly, you're Canadian. You're supposed to get that weather.
Yeah, I don't know. Gloria's up there by you, Donna, because she gets pretty cold too, I would imagine. Oh, Gio left.
Oh, hey, later, Gio.
So did Shadow. See you, Gio.
Wow, everybody. Whoa.
I think he played a Randy, hit the wrong button.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's okay.
I can't really hit anything or I'd get thrown off. So
Where'd Rob go?
Hey, I don't know where Rob went, man. He's one of them poof kind of guys. You know what I mean?
hey, I figured out how I
Oh,
can
Gio
check
said
out
on there
the
he had to
chat.
leave.
The
Hi,
chat
brother.
on
You
here,
safe out there?
but then I can't watch the show.
All right,
So it's
Gio,
screwed
man, thanks
either way.
for stopping by, man. And any time that you want to stop in, you're more than welcome, dude.
Yep.
Bring some
I know you
content.
had some things going on with your kids there, so anytime, like I said.
Randy kicked me out of the show.
But
No, I didn't. Wouldn't
come
do
on
that
now.
to you,
Me and
man.
Randy, you're lucky I'm getting people in and out like I am here, okay?
It's like a revolving door.
Right?
Right.
Yeah, in case you wonder, my TV's over here, so that's why I keep looking over here to see the chat. Anytime, like I said, Gio, man, we love you, guys. We love you. But
Where'd you get that banner at, Jay, man? I like that one.
what now?
That banner behind you. Where'd you get that one? I like that one.
My wife got me that. And it's actually a blanket, if you want to know the truth.
Oh, okay. It's cool looking.
Yeah.
I'm about to hang one back here. See all my junk.
Snow and freezing rain, Grizz has. Sorry about that, dude.
Yeah. That's stayed up from us.
Glorious farther
Oregon.
south.
He's in California, isn't he?
Okay.
No, I think he's in Oregon.
Oregon, that's where it is. Yeah, it's
That's
Oregon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
him and SSW. They're
Yeah,
both in Oregon.
Yeah.
And
2 years ago or last year.
Oh, yeah, a good friend, Ghost Eagles.
Ghost is in it
too,
over there, I believe, too. Ghost is over there.
Our buddy Steve is in Iowa. Hey, Steve, did you get your prayer meeting thing together? Was you going live on Facebook, or are you even still here?
I haven't seen him on the chat.
Why were you looking to your right or left as you're trying to talk to Steve? Was he right there in your corner?
No, my phone's over here. I was waiting for Facebook to give me a message from him, okay?
And where'd you go, Rob?
We're friends that way, okay?
Okay. And just so you know, Steve doesn't do his prayer until about I want to say
Oh,
it's 8 o'clock Central.
Oh, no. Look what the process did. He put a penis on a snowman.
Again?
Man.
Not the penis on a fucking
Put a
snowman.
penis on a snowman.
I like to build a snow woman.
More power to you. You know
That
what
would
I'm
be an inverted one then.
saying? Right.
Yes, it would.
Oh God.
Our buddy up there in Canada, Jay, he's been doing some of that art that he does, man. That's pretty neat shit. Spike.
Did he? Has he done any yet this year?
I think he did one. I haven't been over there to check it out lately, but I did get a notice.
Last year he had that big snowman looked like a semi or this and that stuff. That's like badass stuff,
Yeah,
man.
he does some badass shit. Donna, what part of town or area up there is he in? I know you know.
I'll be right back since Rob didn't give me no beer or Jack while he was gone. So get my damn self.
Left you dry.
Did you put knockers on a snowman?
Knockers on a snowman.
I got a cat getting sick. Man, that's the grossest thing.
Oh God. Hacking up a hairball.
I don't know, man. She's scheduled for the vet to get fixed and checked out, basically, and she's been coughing. I'm fucking scared she's gonna give something to my other cats. So she's scheduled to go see the vet. We'll find out.
She could also just kind of have a little cold from being out there. Like
See, that's why I brought her in, man, because she was out there in the cold and the rain, and she's a little kitten, and she's probably 4 or 5 months old, I would say, and I've been watching her all summer. She's been out there all summer since she was a little tiny kitten. And I thought the lady next door was going to take her in, but she was like, I put a box out for her and she's not using it, so I'm throwing the box in the garbage. So that's when I put I put a tarp over my trailer and showed her a bed that I put underneath the trailer for her.
Yeah.
And used that for a couple of weeks, and then it just got too cold, and I was like, I'm sorry, honey, I'm letting her in. And I brought her in, and she's been in every night since. She's the cutest little lady. I call her Dottie now. I first named her Hoodlum when she was outside because the top of her head, she's got black, like right here. And she got one dot here and a white beard, basically, and one black dot right here. So I changed it from Hoodlum when I brought her in the house to Dot.
There you go.
Yeah.
And Greg better bring me back a beer because I'm out of beer.
About, you know, that's what we do here is talk about stupid things.
Yeah, just any old thing.
Right.
Well, it's like you, Rob. You've got how many dogs?
I got 6.
And how many of them are fosters?
3 of them are fosters.
You're a hell of a guy, man. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Thank you.
And then Greg here is one of the breeders of the group.
Yeah, I got a reading with my female now, and I tell you what,
that didn't sound right, dude.
I guess she was really ready because as soon as we brought that dog home, he was all over that.
Okay, you can't remember right now. Well, I appreciate you trying. What about you, Donna? Do you remember? Or I'm sorry, Gloria. Do you remember where Spike is from?
He's
got a YouTube channel too, don't he?
I don't know if he does.
I'll have to look it up.
His pictures on here and stuff.
Well, I'll have to look it up in Discord. And
I don't think he's straight north of us, Rob. I think he's further west.
Ooh, Spike?
I can't think of all them provinces or whatever you call them. Sorry, Donna.
I think Vancouver's out west.
It might be out that way.
I want to say Manitoba's above us.
But Vancouver and stuff doesn't get as much snow, I don't think, do they? Because they're on the Pacific, kind of like Washington State.
Right. They get the cold, though.
Yeah, but he gets a lot of snow because, he blows it in big piles or whatever to do his art.
Well, I know some friends that are up that way around Vancouver, and they get quite a bit of snow.
Hey, Process, if you've been out skiing, man, please, if you don't mind, you can come on in and tell us about your skiing trip. It looks like you were skiing, man. It's something popped up on my thing here. Y'all motorbike skiing? That's always fun.
Hey, Gloria says he's in Ontario, and Donna says he's out of Alberta. So I guess, that's out east then. So, yeah, they get some snow and shit there.
Okay.
Either one.
Well,
Where's process? Get your ass in there. Tell us a little bedtime story.
Yeah, I want to know how he's doing on his sobriety.
I'm sure just fine.
Yeah.
yeah, more power to you, man. I
Yep.
think it's great. I gave up quite a few different things a few years ago, and I've been better ever since. My bills are paid now, and I'm happy for that. That was my biggest thing with drugs, guys. Is freaking my bills didn't get paid, man.
Right. And you start losing things, you know? Cars,
Yeah, lots of things didn't get paid. Been there.
Night, Gloria, if you're taking a nap. You look down your way. But
No,
move.
she said she got to get on a map, not she's got to take a nap.
Oh. Hey, I was telling Randy today that I found a nugget in a car today about this big around, and that shit's some good shit, man. Yeah, that's all I do anymore is smoke weed. I barely.
It was
drink.
Labrador,
This
man.
is
That
neat,
was
guys. It really is.
yeah. That was Labrador though, dude.
Yeah, that would do it, man.
Hey, Stubbs ain't here. I can have a cigarette without him bitching.
Am I the only one in
he
this
bitches
house
at you
that
too.
don't smoke?
Although he'll see me smoke, he won't say nothing to me. He just gets J-Man crap.
You're next,
I mean,
Greg.
Yeah.
I haven't had a cigarette since 2011.
Attaboy. I wish I could quit.
I quit smoking cigarettes 4 or 5 times over the years. I've been smoking since I was 13, and 4 or 5 times I've quit, and the most I've ever made it was 9 months. And I'm doing real good this time because I limit myself to like 10 a day.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, I've been smoking a little more than 10 a day, but I figure
That's
one
what's
now
happening.
is pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to get down to where I can say, 3 a day. So I'm quitting my way. You know what I mean? And Stubbs can yell at me all he fucking wants. I don't give a fuck. I'll quit when I'm done.
You got to get it in your head and this and that and do it your way.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. I've been limiting myself to at least 1 cigarette per hour. Well, but I'm up 16, 18 hours a day usually. So
how's the wife?
It's been a good 30 years, over 30 for me when I
the
quit
wife's doing
smoking.
real good. She took that. I'm not smoking in the house except for bud.
Right.
But she's doing real good. She's taking that whatever the shit that makes you have bad dreams.
Chantix.
Not having any bad dreams.
Chantix,
No,
yeah.
she's doing really good.
So hopefully
So
she'll have it kicked. She was in the hospital and didn't smoke
Right.
a bit. Not one bit. Came home and Stubbs says it was the smell of the house. And she started back up.
Nah, it's just she had cravings and then that's what happened.
At least in the hospital, if they know you smoke, they put a patch on you. They probably charge you $50 for each patch.
Right on, Shocker.
I'm sorry, Greg. What was you saying?
Yeah, man.
I said, when you're in the hospital, if they know you're a smoker, they'll put a patch on you. I don't know if they did that for her or not, but
No,
they probably
they
charge you
didn't.
$50 a patch.
As a matter of fact, they didn't do the patch for her. Because of what
Oh,
drugs
they
they had her
always
on
did
for her
stuff
stomach and stuff. They did not want to put her on the patch.
Oh, okay.
The one doctor didn't want to give her the medicine, but her other doctor said, I think you'll be fine. I'd rather you have these symptoms than smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So and like he said, they only give it to you for a 90 days splint. If you ain't quit 90 days, you better stop taking that medicine is what they figured.
Remember back in the day when you could smoke in the hospital?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes, I do remember that.
Sure do.
I walk down the hall and have a cigarette and look at a little office there where there's doctors and this and that sitting there like a lounge or whatever.
A lounge, yeah. They used to have the lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember those days.
Yeah, well, you remember, I guess it was my dad. He wasn't allowed in the birthing room,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Back
then they'd send you out to the waiting room. Or my father-in-law, he missed my ex-wife's birth because he was out at the bar celebrating. I'm having a baby. He was a good guy. I liked him.
I got a picture of my dad and his best friend at the time. They're both passed away now, but sitting in the waiting room smoking cigarettes while I was born, and his daughter was born on the same day as me and stuff. Within like 2 hours, he was born first.
That's pretty cool.
And you know what's funny about it though? When I did research, I've met the other daughter. I've never met her. She got married the same time I did, divorced the same time I did, and then remarried the same time because my dad, Daryl was his name. He had to go to Tennessee for that wedding, and my dad had to come over here for my wedding and stuff. It's weird. I said, I got to meet this girl one of these days.
Oh, they didn't stay close, I guess?
No, they got divorced and stuff, but I've never met her. I met the older sister. I forget her name now, but I've never met her. She lives in Tennessee. But I always said I wanted to meet that girl that was, was my dad's best friend till, well, his name was Daryl. My dad's name was Jack. Daryl passed away, and then my dad passed, a few years later. But yeah, they were best friends from the 60s all the way up till, a few years ago.
Cool. Well,
yeah, I've lost a lot of people in the last probably 5 years.
Yeah,
people are really going, man.
Well, we're getting to that age. I mean, I watched my grandmother. She went through it basically with her. When I was a kid, I remember seeing my great uncles pass away. I never met my grandfathers, either one of them. And then mom's generation, the only time we ever got together was funerals, because grandma was the one we had the family reunions for.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went to funerals, and now I haven't seen some of my family in probably 10 years.
I feel lucky because I know a lot of people like you that know grandparents. I knew every single grandparent and most of my great grandparents on both sides of the families and stuff, except for one great grandfather. But over the years, like I told my mom, I said, I lost my dad last April, and then my grandma this past September. She was 99. I said,
Wow.
The baddest part about it is I'm moving up the ladder.
That's what I was getting to, Greg.
Exactly.
Randy's unfortunately
old no more,
where it's that time of life where
no,
I'm kidding.
No, man, no.
I like moving up the ladder at work, but I don't like moving up the ladder to go to the grave yet. I'm like, come on.
I know it's almost my turn, and I ain't ready yet. Damn it.
Yeah, definitely not. I feel it coming. It seems like, but fuck it.
Yeah, we're all gonna go someday, but
well, if we're lucky, it'll be a long time from now.
Hopefully, it's later than sooner.
Well,
yeah, that's right.
Hopefully, by the time that we get around to that, the Chinese will have made a vaccine for death.
They can't even make a vaccine for themselves.
hey, give them credit.
Their shit's worse than ours.
They're trying. Yeah, they gave us COVID, trying to kill us, and that didn't work out.
I know it backfired on them.
Yeah, it was supposed to make us live longer, but it's killing us.
Yeah, crazy shit. All I can say is, hey,
flu.
Death is our wages. Romans 6:20.
Romans.
Yeah, does that mean you live life and work hard all your life to die, and that's what you get? I don't get that there. I mean,
well, you got to read Romans.
Yeah, I guess I'd have to. It's been a while.
Steve, I kind of like Psalms myself, but
you like Psalms? What?
But was it Psalm 16?
Oh,
12,
Psalms.
I'm not here to preach. I'm from the Bible Belt. You know what? I play, I party, live hard, but I do know a little bit about the Bible, and I'm not going to get there. What we have earned, the wages of sin is death. Yes.
Somebody in a car that sounded like their catalytic converter was stolen just drove by. I wonder if that's who's been stealing my
mine
scrap, not
again.
the garbage
Damn. Hey, don't even kid about that, man. About every 2 minutes, somebody's stealing a catalytic converter in this state.
I got a friend, and I say he's a friend because I have met him. He's a Mad Maxie. He's a pretty good guy. They live out there in California, and they have a Prius. And somebody got underneath there and unbolted it from the manifold, and then cut it off at the pipe.
Tail pipe, yeah.
Most of the converters off of this thing.
Oh my God!
But he was able to pick up one for $100, and he just.
Oh, that was a hell of a deal, right there.
He got a good deal on the one he's putting on it. But
well, J-Man, you're in the business. You can't sell converters there, can you?
No, actually, we have to sell them to a core buyer. There's certified core buyers that come by and buy them from us because basically the city passed an ordinance that scrap yards are not allowed to buy catalytic converters from individuals who are not certified.
Because they're going to be stolen.
Because they had such a problem with them being stolen. So, my dad was in the scrap business, did it for years, and the way they got around it, the scrap yards would get the converters from the customer and only give them $5 for it. So they're sticking that converter over here, and when their converter buyer comes up, they're going, "Hey, check these out," and they're getting top dollar from them.
Yeah.
Funny story. This is probably
it didn't really stop anything from the meth heads, the tweakers. So,
right.
Probably 20 years ago at work, we filled up a truck full of scrap shit, but we had a converter laying there. My boss is like, throw that in there, give us some extra money. I'm like, no, there's a $60 core on that. And this is before all the laws and stuff. Well, we only got $52 for the truckload of scrap. With that converter in there, I was like,
yeah,
I had to pay that $60 core. I was like, no, just give it back.
They're back.
Oh no, extra testicles.
No, that car with the loud exhaust.
Oh,
creeping around outside here.
Better go check your vehicle, man.
Yeah,
somebody stole your CAD converter. Now somebody came by and stole your car.
Got the car, yeah. They should have stole it before the Cadillac converter was gone.
You know me, I'm always jumping to conclusions. It's probably nothing.
It's that garbage man coming back for your parts.
Hey,
yeah.
Dude.
Why is that pickup truck? I haven't
gotten a call back from them. I should call them back.
You should.
Well, this week I made it real clear to the guy that what is to be picked up is only in those 2 cans. Because I parked my truck blocking, where the cans.
Put the shit away from the road.
Huh?
Put the shit somewhere else, away from the road.
That's it. My shit ain't near the road. That's what I'm saying, Greg. It's not near the road. I live, in the alley where they pick up my garbage cans. Okay.
Okay, I didn't know you had an alley.
At the curb. All right. There's 6 feet between there and where my stuff starts, and then another 4 feet to my garage. So about 10 feet from where my garbage cans sit at the curb to the garage door.
Oh,
and I got stuff sitting there on the garage door. Well, I backed the truck up, blocked it all in, and so the truck was at the curb, and I set the cans in the front of the truck. Well, when I heard him coming down the fucking street this time, I went down there, and I said, "Hey, it happened again. There was a vacuum cleaner and some other stuff sitting out here that disappeared again, and it wasn't me, I'm just telling you, it's happening when you come by here. And
Right.
so, anyway, I told him that those 2 cans was all I wanted empty. If there was garbage sitting out of those 2 cans, leave that shit sit. So we'll see what happens.
If it was garbage, then it's your fault. It wasn't in the can. So
Well, it's pathetic because 2 doors up the street, my neighbors have mounds of garbage every week. I mean, they have mounds of garbage. There's 4 people live in the house. Mounds. And it's overflowing all over the place, and he doesn't pick anything up. If it's not in the cans, he just picks up the cans, dumps it, and then the box, say, next to the can, he'll pick up that box and throw it in. Anything falls out, lays on the fucking ground.
Stays there, yeah.
what's wrong with that pickup truck sitting in your yard there?
Which one?
One that somebody has there. It's got good plates on it.
It's my brother-in-law's Chevrolet C1500 short bed.
Yeah,
it's got the flares.
I got satellite images down there. I'm like, that's not your truck. Why is this thing sitting there? Still got good plates on it, but
we had the landlord wanted it out. Yeah.
What's it need?
Oh, he needs a transmission.
Oh,
yeah.
What year is it?
I think it's a 2000 or 2001. He's planning on fixing it. He just hasn't fixed it. Big issue up there in Canada. Yeah. Parked at the bar, 3rd rock from the sun. Huh?
Yeah, he's going to be drinking while intoxicated.
Me?
Yeah, apartment buildings. There's been 4 or 5, cars in one parking lot hit at one night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's pathetic the way they steal those converters. But like I said, the city of Cincinnati, they're not worth anything.
On a cordless sawzall, a good one with a sharp blade, it's like chip, gone.
Dude,
Yeah.
I cut cars up for a living. Okay, those sawzalls really, they don't cut that fast.
Oh, you need a fine tooth blade and
if you got a diamond teeth blade or diamond teeth blade, I guess would cut real fast. And it's so loud though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they get around the noise.
But they got a guy watching and stuff like that. And
well, I imagine. I mean, I've never had to steal a catalytic converter, and I've been doing exhaust for 30 freaking years. And a sawzall makes a lot of noise while you're cutting exhaust. The best way to cut an exhaust quietly is with a chain cutter. You ever seen those? It looks like little balls that rolls. And
with cutter tips,
around it.
You're jacked up so you can spin it around there.
Yeah,
like it's they're like a pipe.
Exactly.
Put them on there, hook them.
They don't want to jack it up. They just want to crawl under it, get real close. Yeah, if you can jack it up, a chain cutter's real quick, but it's got that handle that's about that long. And
it all depends. You could modify a chain cutter to where you can work it just back and forth all you're doing. Like you would cut a tube on a brake line.
Yeah, it's like an old tube cutter on a brake line, but it's a chain with the little wheel cutters.
Exactly. Same kind of wheels, right.
We got the same tools.
That's the easiest and quietest way to do it.
Right.
Not that I'm promoting anything like that.
P.O. Box 21.
To everyone out there, leave it to us professionals.
The Homeboy Shopping Network. We'll be having them.
Hey, I always preach professionalism, even when I do a video or whatever on a job, this and that. It's always, if you ever see one of my videos, that someday I'll put out, "We suck service garage," and
service.
Wow.
Let me turn my speaker up, Greg. I can barely hear you for some reason.
Put your hearing aid in.
Damn it, I didn't do it.
You come in loud and clear, brother.
Yeah, good.
It could be on
I
my
readjusted the mic and everything.
This is through my camera. It's not through my earbud.
But I have, 35, 40 years?
Yeah. What's
have
that?
You ever worked on anything besides the big trucks and Fords?
Yeah. I mean, I worked at a Ford dealer for almost 15 years, and when I first started, when I left Ford, I worked on a independent shop for a few years, and then I worked at a marina for 3 or 4 years because I love my boats and stuff, and I did all their big block engines and diesel engines. I worked on everything from 30-foot on up. Some of them boats, I love road test or lake testing them. I could be in a 28-foot one day, the next day I'm out there in a 50-foot Sea Ray with twin 32.8 cats. And that boat was fun.
I bet.
2 32.8 cats, supercharged and turboed. It was 50 foot. Oh, that thing get up and scoot.
Diesel
Hardy machine. Right? What's that?
Diesel motor.
Yeah, they were diesels.
Yeah, I've worked.
Yeah, I do a lot of gas engine and stuff back then and stuff, and still do. But
I've worked on the diesels, but I don't have a real extensive field. The only diesels I've worked on have been family and friends. What came in the shop because I worked at CarX for 20 years almost.
Diesels really suck. I had a lot of training, and now my training's gone to hell because they're not training me. It's all EPA and this and that and A lot of people diss the 6-liter Fords diesels, which yes, it's notorious issues for this and that and stuff.
I'm echoing again.
But I tell you what, if you bulletproof it and that's a big thing right there. Well, yeah, the bulletproof. Now I got to put $10,000 in this motor, but it's a great motor. But
I got everything off here, man. Am I echoing again, guys?
Is it doing it again when I'm on?
I'm not hearing no echo here.
Yeah, I don't hear it right now. Sorry if I am. I'll keep quiet.
No, you keep talking, man.
Nah, we don't. Because I didn't hear nothing.
Dark Souls pull my leg. Oh, that's my arm.
Dark Soul, roll your window up. He's driving that big old semi with 80,000 gallons of fuel, and it's echoing.
Right.
At least he's got fuel. They were saying we're having a bad shortage.
Well, is it a shortage on diesel or a shortage on gasoline?
I think it's all the way around, man. The whole thing, because they were saying that we have low supplies on all of it.
We had one time a shortage of a diesel at work, couldn't get it, and they had to get it from a different refinery. But I know how east where Dark is. They had a lot of issues out there. And I've watched these other shows and stuff, and I kind of believe that. It's all government issues stuff. There wasn't a shortage of diesel. It was just money and this and that. What do you think about that, Dark Soul?
Well, what was the question?
The shortage of diesel. You guys got it bad out there at one time and stuff, but I heard it was all bullshit. It was all government issues.
Yeah, it was. We was having a problem getting allocations to for customers on certain accounts. They are allowed only so many gallons and stuff. So.
But was it because they weren't paying it, or they just could only get so much?
They can only get so much. So, but everything's going back pretty smoothly now. Here in the last 2 weeks, I hadn't really had any problems. So,
our fuel's dropping like crazy. It's already all the way down from like almost $6 to $3.59.
I thought it was going to go right back
away
up
in California.
When that place.
I know it. That's the way it feels. We're so used to paying them high prices. When it dropped all of a sudden, now we're like, wow, man, we can actually put some gas in our friggin' car for under $100. You know,
too. It is government related and stuff like that because Biden's and that. I don't care if you like him or not. Stuff's here. I gotta start looking good.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Because elections in 2 years. Grant 2 years, but if it looks bad now, they're gonna, You
Right.
don't want that bad taste in your mouth.
Yep. And people will hold it against him because we've been robbed for all this time.
Exactly.
And so if he actually gives us some cheap gas, it might make people that like him, I guess, even more favorable that they will actually vote for him. But
Well, it doesn't matter which one it is, whichever party is in charge at the time of voting. They're going to try and make gas, food, houses. They're going to try and make things seem cheaper, but in the long run, they're really not.
right.
If you get my drift.
Well, gas is going down, thank God. But look at our food prices.
Right.
Right.
My wife
it's
had
a transition.
and she put it off for a week. 18 pack of eggs, dozen and a half, $6 something. I'm like, damn.
Wow, really?
Randy.
Our friend just went and got a chicken, believe it or not. And she got a heater in her garage or now. She got her chicken to lay eggs. I'm like, it's wintertime. That chicken ain't gonna lay eggs right now.
Hey, Randy, you get the big eggs that sometimes have 2 in them. What are
Right.
you paying for the pack of those?
I think they're about $5, for 18 of them. But the thing is, they've got double yolks because they're
But
big old suckers.
That's not guaranteed. You don't know what's in the egg until you crack them open.
No, but out of about every 18 pack, we get at least 8 eggs maybe that are
I mean, if you
double.
go extra large eggs, we always get the medium or large.
Colossal eggs, yeah.
But if you get the extra large, sometimes you get double yolk and da. Well, I really hate a lot of times. I got to spoon it out. You crack an egg, crack another one. There's a little blood spot. Oh man!
Oh, I know. I don't like that either.
Blood out of there.
That means it's a little bit. Yeah, it's went too far. Yeah.
Like put an egg in your Bloody Mary, ain't it, Greg?
Well, and then I would just drink the damn thing and say,
in the old days, that's what we did.
Up, man. If everybody that was in our chat tonight hit that thumbs up, we'll have.
Yeah, thumbs up, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on tonight too. I mean, usually I'm not and but I like to do this more often. I got a lot of opinions.
Greg, you're usually working, so I mean, you're a hell of a
because usually I'm at work watching you guys. Because now I'm off for the next, at least the next month.
Everybody's welcome on the unaffiliated.
Yeah, I'll step on anybody. Sorry about
Don't
that,
step
Greg.
too hard. That's going to hurt.
Ouch. That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah.
What are you doing there, Shadow? Trying to show us something creepy?
No, my tablet fell off the stand.
Well, I'm kind of wondering, are you drinking or what? Was it the tablet or you fell off?
I've had nothing to drink, and you didn't bring me a beer. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Hey, you left earlier. You didn't bring me a beer or a Jack and Coke.
I have no beer. I have no beer.
Empty. It's empty.
Oh, man.
Greg, I am so poor, I can't afford beer.
Hey, I'm so poor, I can't pay attention.
I got
no comment.
Enough money to get another 30-pack.
You got some snow cones outside? Don't eat the yellow snow.
Yeah, if you find yellow snow, it's not snow cones.
Yeah, Donna says it right. I was reaching for a cookie. I made a bunch of cookies today.
I saw that.
Yeah.
How'd they turn out?
I had one of them nice warm cookies.
How'd they turn out?
I got to put the icing and sprinkles on the sugar cookies, but the white chocolate chip ones, I can't say. I really, can or cannot say that some were eaten with milk.
J-Man took my final words away from me when we do final words tonight.
What's that?
Don't eat the yellow snow.
Oh,
I have a sticky note here. Final words.
Well, okay. Here's a final thought for you. Shadow asked me earlier, was it okay if a guy makes cookies or something like that? What was it exactly, Shadow?
It is
if a guy bakes
that a guy bakes.
Yeah.
And you said no.
Jamin said yes.
Yeah.
Oh, did he say? I thought he
yeah.
said no.
But I was messing with him because he knows me. But anyway, because
Yeah.
but
I haven't baked cookies in
have
years.
people put in the comments, is it normal, good, extra normal for a guy to bake for you?
It's not a problem.
Not
with me.
in California.
I bake better than I do, and so she doesn't.
Depends
I
on what
like
he's
to bake.
baking, right?
And if
I
he
like
does,
to make
don't bend
cookies
over
and
around him.
pies.
It's great a guy bakes. Okay, Donna says it's great that a guy bakes. Hey, don't get me wrong. I took home economics in high school. I know how to bake a cake and all that kind of crap. Do I do
No,
it?
you know how to make. You know how to make brownies.
Huh?
You know how to make brownies, the good ones.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know how to make brownies.
You know what I'm talking about.
but yeah, I don't like to bake, so I don't do it.
Man, the 80s, my buddy used to make them hash brownies. Woo, they were good. You don't hear about good hash anymore like back in the day, but man, the 80s and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Santa could use some of those brownies.
Yeah. We're all in the same age group and stuff. You remember that
shit. Hey, what's happening?
Merry
man?
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you too. Bent Rim
Merry
Podcast.
Christmas.
Yeah.
You guys.
Rich,
Hey, Bent Rim.
Happy holidays to you, buddy.
don't let Randy do any of the bacon.
They may be herbal.
Why, man? Why? I can make some good brownies for everybody.
Randy, you said you're going to send me some.
What time?
Well, hey, I ain't got no address.
Hey, Bent Rim has a podcast coming on Friday, if I think, right, Bent Rim?
Yeah.
May I post that here?
I'm on his
I got the reminder on.
Friday.
Okay. So if everybody watching here, go see the Bent Rim podcast Friday.
Yeah, everybody watch.
5 o'clock says I think my time.
Well, there's a bit of a problem with that, Jamin.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know Betty Crocker was a man?
Yeah, I'm right here. You know, there's a bit of a problem with Bent Rim's podcast on Friday.
Why?
What's that?
Because Jamin and I are going to be on the Biker Roadhouse on Friday at the same time.
Oh, at the same time? What time are they? Is it 7?
7 o'clock Central.
Well, we can do it later.
Who's
I can move in an hour later. That ain't a problem.
Yeah.
Is that your show, Shadow?
That is
Yeah.
my biker show,
That's
yes.
Shadow's new show on his channel, yeah.
Okay, I want to check into that and stuff.
It's the Biker Roadhouse. That is the biker one. And then, Shadow is my other.
Right, I always watch your Shadow one. I never seen the biker one, so I'd like to join on that one, or at least watch it. And
yeah, I'll post a link in on Discord.
yeah, post a link on that and square up with Rich and stuff, so we can do both or whatever.
We'll do it right after Rich and them. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'll just go right on after Rich, an hour after him.
Yeah,
that sounds great, man.
And then we have some info. We have something to bitch about, talk about.
There you go.
Right.
But yeah,
but Rich has got great commercials.
Oh, I love this shit, man. He's
Ever see his
Yeah, he does. He's got it down, man.
Live on
Yeah. He's the next Howard Stern. The shock
man.
jock. There we go. He's the next shock jock.
I was going to do it, but I wasn't going to do the whole thing because that's his thing and stuff. But that's funny. And now for a special message from our commercial sponsor of.
Yeah.
We'll have a
And he pulls that mic in front of it and stuff. It's funny as hell. Great job, Rich.
Yeah, doing a hell of a job.
Yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
So we
all the guys are doing good.
Minutes, guys. How long you want to make this tonight? Are we going to shoot for the record?
No.
God, that's what 4 hours was the record, I believe.
I think it's longer than that now. If
Is it?
the process is still in here, I'm sure.
I have time. Do I have time to go pour another Jack and Coke and get another beer? Just tell me that.
If you would like,
I'm talking 1 minute.
Go another 10, 15 minutes, maybe.
I'm talking a minute and a half,
I
2 minutes. I'll be gone.
Some food. So, you know.
I can just hear Stubbs now.
Be right back. And to our official sponsors.
And now for a musical interlude.
Yeah.
I'm dreaming.
Oh, well, come on, man. Go get your Jack and Jones.
Just like the one.
Merry Christmas to you. Stop your Wi-Fi.
We're gonna get thrown off.
If we haven't been thrown off, I mean,
I know we're already thrown off. What the hell?
You know,
yes,
we could probably get Guinness to sponsor us.
A sponsor, that'd be nice. I mean, you know, I definitely want to give out a shout out to Spike's Corner. That's where, like I said, I got most of my information on the new bike. I watched it on the Yammy Noob channel. It was called the Yamcast. About, I don't know, it was probably almost a year ago when they first talked about this, and now it's come true, and we'll see what happens with it. Like I said, I'm anxious to find out if they do bring that bike to America, because like I said, I would put my granddaughter or my daughter on a smaller bike like that. I wouldn't want them being on a big heavy road glide or even a low rider would probably be too heavy for my daughter. You know, because like I said, I'm a little guy. She's smaller than I am. So.
You definitely need a bike that fits you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Say, Jamin, is it Spike's Corner? Is it Spite's Corner? S-P-I-T.
It's
like spite you.
Yeah.
All right, because I'm looking at it now, and he's got the future of Spite's Corner channel update.
Okay.
And I subscribe
I'm a
to
new
the channel.
subscriber today. Yeah, myself.
Yeah. If you like watching, you know, information about bikes, like I said, if you guys know Revzilla,
Yes.
okay, he's kind of got information like Revzilla, up to date. Yeah.
So yeah, I subscribe to him. I'll check him out.
Yeah, that's the one I got. Yep, Spite's Corner.
Maybe we can get him on the show.
Yeah, I'd love to. I am a member of the Yam Discord through the other Discords that I'm a member of. I ended up a member of that one, and he's a member on that one, so I might be able to talk to him, see if I can get him on. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Shocker did say hi, Grizz. Yeah, I didn't know if you seen that. I'm sure you did. I like to give shout outs, to the people in the chat by showing your names. So if you ever don't want me to show what you say, hey, don't show this. But no,
well, you might as well just mute me.
Shout out for Bent Rim Podcast, dude.
Yeah. He's
kicking ass, man. Doing a good job.
Yes, he is. Ritz is doing a great job.
Is anybody traveling besides our good friend Stubbs there?
I'm staying put, man. I ain't stupid.
I'm gonna be within 60 miles of home. Randy?
I'm staying here, man. We're just having like fog and stuff. I don't want to get out and do much.
Right.
I'm set up for just taking care of business right here.
Gotcha.
Actually, I should say I'm not ignorant.
You're still bothered by that, huh?
No, Randy, I'm just having fun with it.
I know, man.
Hey, did you get your bolts? Did you get your bolts for your snowblower, Shadow?
No, they're supposed to be here tomorrow.
Well, if you can't get a 1/4 inch bolt in it, they're probably a 12. or something metric.
Oh, they're
Well,
like they're not even a quarter inch.
well, you'd probably want to put an aluminum bolt in it so it would shear off again, right?
You could, but screw that.
Well, I'd rather it shear off than break something. You know what I mean? Break a shaft. Couldn't it break a shaft or break a blade?
Well, I watch what I got in there and sticks and this and that. I got quarter 20 grade 8 bolts in mine. So, yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you should.
If it doesn't chew it up and shoot it, it's going to break something.
Yeah.
No, aluminum would be too soft. You'd go with either if it's say it's a 12, screw.
12 point.
No, not 12 point. Number 12 or 14.
Oh, yeah. Right.
You know what I'm talking about. Or
I
a
was
metric
told to go with
metric would be like a 6 millimeter bolt or whatever on the light end. So grade 5 is your low. Grade 8 is very extremely strong. You want something you could twist and it would just break.
I was told to go with grade 2.
Well, wasn't there a problem with I'm trying to think if it was Harley or somebody was having an issue with their bolts breaking because they weren't the right tension. They caught it right away, though. Might have been Harley.
I think that was Harley.
Yeah.
That could have been, because a lot of times there's a break tension.
Yeah, they wasn't the right,
Loctite,
right or something. They wasn't the right hardened correctly.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's a scary thing, man. You start hearing things come flying apart when you're riding along the road.
Right.
Oh, heck yeah. Or your back tire locks up or something.
Oh,
man. I've had that happen.
Tire locked up in the rear on me, and that was on a dirt bike. And that was, I was like, damn. And we were flying pretty good. And what it was the sprocket jumped a tooth or something. I can't remember. It's been so many years ago, and the chain jumped off.
That's what happened.
It just locked up that rear wheel.
Yeah.
Where I was flying around a curve, and that thing just flipped me right off.
That's what happened to me. One of my old choppers, it popped, the chain slipped off and just locked up the back tire.
Thank God, knock on the wood, but never on a road bike.
Well, I had
a
tire on my bike. I pulled away from a red light, and because I had pulled out of work and just pulled off and rode down the street, got to the red light when I went to make that left. The ass end of the bike started doing this, man. The freaking tire come off the rim right there at the red
wow.
I had to have two guys help me push that big son of a bitch off the fucking road because I was doing this. Oh shit!
I know that sucks, man.
Yeah.
I just had a flat on mine, and it has one of them. I didn't even know it at the time, but it has one of them ride flat tires.
Run flat.
Yeah, and I'm over here riding it, thinking, "Oh man, this thing's gonna mess up." And I rode that sucker like 5 miles at about 45 miles an hour, and it didn't even feel like I had a flat. And I got to my buddies, had a big old spike about that big in the back there.
Was it a run flat tire?
Yeah, run flat.
Okay.
It's a big old sucker too, with thick, wide. The sidewalls are pretty darn thick, man. I guess.
Well, you're running a car. You're running a car tire on it.
No. It's a bike tire, but it's made to run flat.
Out there have a run flat, not many, but they're very expensive.
Yeah.
And hard to change, dude. Man, I tried to change.
Yeah, probably is.
Rock hard.
On a car, yeah, they were paying the ass.
On a car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know it saved my ass, and from what I've heard about it,
but changing them bastards, I wouldn't risk it on nobody.
What I heard about it is you can ride that for 50, 60 miles, no problem, at like 50, 55.
Well, yeah, you can't. You know, J-Man's got to know this as much as, I don't know if you guys do not, like your little, the little bicycle spares they put in cars. You put them on there. Yeah, it would get you home. It's small. You can't run them over 55, even though a lot of people do.
Right.
Get you home or get your tire fixed.
Well,
you're not supposed to get on the freeway with them or anything. Or if you are on the freeway, You're
Well, you
supposed to, like
stay in
you
the
say,
right
keep
lane.
it slow. Yeah.
Most cars nowadays come with they don't come with a jack. They come with a little canister about this big around and an air pump, and you pump this canister into the freaking tire trying to make it come back up. I'm like,
What?
that's the stupidest thing. Yeah, Nissans are like that.
Yeah.
Some of your upper end cars, like Mitsubishi, not Mitsubishi, Mercedes Benz.
Our owner of our company, he drives a Porsche Cayenne. You know, I'm looking at his spare tire. It's basically bicycle, but it's flat.
Right.
So you got to put it on, and it comes with a compressor and this and that, and you got to air it all up. And like, what? I got to go through all that shit.
Yeah, it's
back in the old days. You took it out and threw it on there, and down the road you went.
Yeah. Rick put in the chat here the bike Chinese cruiser from Amazon. That my buddy and he ended up getting a 250 Suzuki Boulevard 250, the smallest Boulevard. I think it's a 250. Anyway, that Chinese bike that he got from Amazon, it was a cruiser style. Basically, it looked just like that bike. That was the one he bought. Basically, looked just like that one, the Suzuki Boulevard. So anyway,
yeah,
I'm off topic. We switched around too much and bounced. I'm sorry.
Hey, when have we ever
what the
stayed
last
on
topic
topic?
was? I don't know what the last topic was.
But yeah, when we were talking earlier about my buddy that he bought that cheap bike from Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
It might have been like $24.95, something like that. It was dirt cheap.
Yeah.
But
them crate bikes, man, you can get them way cheaper just by ordering straight from the factory is what I've been told. You know, that guy we both watch where he picks up like
I heard that you can't buy them from the factory like that. I think the only way he's getting them bikes like that is because he's a dealer.
You talking about Sean from Bikes and Beards?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Even though he ain't selling this and that stuff, yes, he's still a dealer. He's got his dealer license, so he gets that shit.
Yeah.
Because he gets all them bikes in the boxes, man. There ain't no way me and you can go buy a bike in a box.
And it's also cheap, like $3,000 and things like that. Brand new bike.
What's the chances? And I thought about this. I'm sure some of you guys watch Shade Tree, Surgeon.
Yeah.
And his buddy called him, had to go to Miami, and then sat there in a box, that Road King.
Well, yeah, that was
America. It was never claimed. It was never claimed. So he got it dirt cheap. He just had to pay the shipping or whatever. I don't know if you saw that one or not. It's just
it was all a big sham. That's $1 Million Bogan's bike.
Is it?
Yes. Yeah, they're gonna be collaborating here soon, probably.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see what that is. But I just saw it yesterday or day before or something like that.
Yeah, if you watch the guy that Shade Tree Surgeon says follow, I followed him.
Well, he put a video out today that he broke it already. So
yeah, they broke the belt on it. He was letting. I'm trying to think what her name is. She's a big blonde bombshell. What is her name?
She got her own site. Is Shay Lacey?
She has her own site. Yeah.
What's Shay Lacey or black hair girl?
That's his niece. Shay Lacey's his niece. It's
the black hair girl.
Kimmy Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about the black hair girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is one of my fosters, guys.
But yeah, she was riding it, and they broke the belt.
Yeah, while she was riding it, broke a drive belt.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that dude put it back together, and they were going to ship it to Matt Laidlaw, which is who else $1 Million Bogan worked with. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you watch Derek's videos about it, he explains.
Oh, okay. So there's more to that story.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just part of the story that Shade Tree Surgeon was telling.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is one of my fosters. Her name is Lucky.
Hey, Lucky.
Lucky.
She's She's
He's
telling
pretty
me that
lucky.
it's time.
Oh, time to go out. I
Yep.
lucky.
Look at those eyebrows and stuff, man.
She's part Chinese crest and part Chihuahua.
Okay.
And she must have heard you because now she's gone off camera view. She's on my legs.
She's using your bathroom on your leg.
There was
So,
a
Dave,
beef
man,
jerky stick on your leg.
Hey, after I get my 2 surgeries done next week, my hand and my knee, if I'm off extra time at work, I should come down to you and put your damn bagger back together for you if you got all the parts.
You couldn't do it with one leg and one hand.
Another leg, another hand. It's my left hand, right hand's down.
Oh, you be using your left hand, my right hand.
And I'm only going to cut a tendon here.
Right?
They're only cutting a tendon here, so I can still hold a beer can when you give it to me as I,
Yeah. Got that beer can.
Well,
And
as Stubbs says, I'm a master at taking things apart. It's putting them back together. You got to get me on.
Yeah, you're lazy.
Well, actually, even before,
Again,
I'm joking around. I'm joking around, and yes, I would do it if I could, and maybe I can. But do you have all the new parts to go back in?
I do have to. I'm really leaning towards buying a new nose cone because I'm afraid that I'm not going to be able to get the shavings without shaving it down too far. It ground in the nut ground into my nose cone and kind of dug it a little bit. So I was going to replace the bearing that goes in there, but I'm going to have to do some grinding
and I don't have no nose cones laying around
so
here.
it'd probably be easier for me just to get a nose cone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they're out there.
But it's not that I'm lazy, okay? I've got laziness here, and I've got patience here. And I got a lot more patience than I do laziness.
We do we do the same type of work, but different. Yes. Do I want to come home and work on my shit? No.
No. And then I just keep
I gotta put a timing chain stuff in my truck, but I keep running. I want to do it? No. I do that shit 8-10 hours a day.
I keep putting stuff in the garage, Greg, going, oh man, this is gonna have to be moved so I can work on the bike.
10 years ago, shit, I'd come home from work. I was sitting in the garage working on bikes. I do have a couple bikes coming in this winter for work. And some minor stuffs, and I got to put a cam in one twin cam. Maybe I'll film that a little bit, but
I do know exactly what you're talking about. When I was young, and I say when I was young, when I was 30, 35.
Can't even see it.
Yeah, it was nothing for me to get up at 7:30 in the morning, be at work at 7:30 in the morning.
Right.
Work there till 7, 8 o'clock at night. Then stay there until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning doing side work. Another job.
Well, same thing at my job, my work. I don't do side work no more because all the Mexicans. Oh, bro, you know what? I got tons of side work, and now I train 2 other mechanics. One of them's a Mexican, and he's really good, and he gets a ton of money. But I keep telling him, I said, you're not charging enough. Because they got to the point of like, oh, Goyle, you charge too much. I said, $50 an hour? You drop your car off, you work all day. I bring it in at break time, diagnose it, and call you, tell what it is. I order the parts, and then after work, when I was getting off at 2:30, I start working on the vehicle. You come home and, come back to work 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Your car was fixed. And you're bitching at $50 I'm charging an hour? When you take it to Waukegan shop, they're charging $100 an hour.
Right. That's a fair price, yeah.
It was a hell of a fair price.
Back when I was doing side work, it was $20 to $50 an hour, depending.
It depended on the job, J-Man. Depending on the job,
What?
It depended on the job.
Yeah.
Right.
Excuse me. Yeah, depending on the job, right. But
electrical issues with
nowadays, I don't
T&M. I
want to
said,
touch
you know what?
for less than 50.
Yeah. Yeah, electrical stuff. I said, you know what? Okay, it's going to be $25 to start. Half hour. Maybe I can, whether it's charging system, whatever. And I said, then I'll call you. Okay, you need an alternator, you need a battery, or if it's something else and bullshit not working in their dash, this and that. So it's T&M then.
Well, are you putting a lot of Chinese made parts, like from Taiwan, for instance?
No.
I mean, like it or not, Taiwan is China. I mean, that's who works.
Oh yeah, they're an island off of China. Dorman parts used to be really good.
Taiwanese people.
And I tell you what, the last few years, Dorman parts suck. Except for their big manifolds and stuff like that, But their electrical stuff like that, even through Napa, I'll look in there. I say, you know what? No, I'm going with Eklund. It costs a little more money, but it's not Dorman. That Dorman stuff just falls apart, doesn't work. I've had more issues, more warranty issues. No, stay away from Dorman products.
Well, not only Dorman, Moog was top of the line back in the 80s and 90s. I mean, that was.
Oh yeah, I love Moog suspension, ball joints and stuff.
Yeah, are they still that good? Because I don't.
Yes, they are. As long as you get, like I get my stuff from Napa and stuff like that, and I'll see it's Moog. Get the greasable ones because got the sealed ones like factories. Stay away from them. Spend the extra money. I think they're like
get the
$10 more or whatever. Get the greasable ones so you can at least put grease in them, and they last.
Right.
That's what I put in my F-150 out there.
Yeah. See, I've been out of the game so long. It's going on 10 years or more, maybe.
I'm the same boat. I'm in the same.
I've torn cars apart and used, fucking junkyard stuff because that's where I went. Yeah. I haven't bought many new parts, rotors and pads, but rotors and pads are rotors and pads. You know what I mean?
With those guys that work and make stuff like that, brakes, I order brakes. Oh no, I'll go get them. And they go to the boneyard. I said no, I won't put them on because you're gonna come back with a vibration, this and that. But other stuff, electrical switches and this and that. I'll go get it. And what they are, they go over to City Auto Parts and take the switch out and put it in their pocket. Try to steal it or whatever.
Before we lose the last 5 that are in here, thanks a lot for being here, everyone. We really appreciate it.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Happy to see everybody.
Most of the time we try and do them about an hour, but we have fun. We have a special guest tonight, Greg, who hardly ever is on because he works so damn much.
I am.
He's a very smart guy on all engines, whether it be a motorcycle or a diesel truck. He's our go-to guy whenever we got a question. That's who we ask.
And I'll show you on my flathead motor I'm going to build this winter and stuff. And
cool. Ford?
No, flathead Harley, my Survey car.
Oh yeah,
my
you got a Survey car. I
car.
forgot. Yeah.
I'm going to take the motor off and put it on the engine stand, probably bring it down to the apartment downstairs. Watch me take it apart and, check this and that. And
right.
Well, if you need to get over here, we can go over here and go on Discord or something.
Well, I mean, hell, we'll go another 15 minutes, making even 2 hours if the 5 people that are watching us still want to stay. Because we can always bullshit. Randy ain't even started yet.
I know. I ain't had no coffee, man, or I'd be going like crazy.
Doctor, she's still hanging in there. Much love.
All right. Doctor.
My grandfather, I'd go down south. This is down in Alabama. Old sayings and stuff like that. A lot of them I can't say because they're not politically correct. But he'd be like, I'd be sitting in the swing with him at nighttime. He'd be like, 2 old maids laying in the bed. One rolled over. The other one said, you mount one place. Yeah, bullshit stuff like that.
So tell us about your Survey car a little bit.
What's that?
Tell us about the Survey car a little bit. What year is it?
It's, well, motor wise, it's a 1946. The frame is a 50. There's no numbers on the frame. I got to go by the neck size. I'm going to say it's a 53, 54 because it has juice brakes, hydraulic brakes. Because Survey cars from 1932 to 1951 had mechanical rear brakes. Had rod stuff and
Rod, yeah. Rod.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna call it my Johnny Cash bike. I bought it for $1,500, great deal. Got a complete engine that's free rotating. It's got a transmission with reverse. Got all the full. And it's amazing what they want on eBay and shit for some of these parts, and I got them. But it's got mag wheels on the back. It's got an old Sportster front end, probably about 4 to 6 over. Now I'm thinking about keeping that way and kind of make it a chopper again. And my buddy John, him and me, we build the old bikes, the 42, the 38, and the 43 Harley. They're all original. Oh, you got to keep it original because he's got a 46 Survey too. He wanted to make it original. I said, I'm not into originality like you are.
If you don't buy it original, I can see you doing whatever you want to do with it.
Right, but my bike's already too mixed up.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, if you don't buy it original condition, you can do whatever
have a steel box stuff on the back, which I can't find, and I did find a few, and people want $4,000 or $5,000 for the steel box. So I picked up a fiberglass box, which came out in 68 to 73, like police bikes. It's actually a police bike fiberglass box.
Okay.
Right.
It's a lot of work for $400. I may or may not use it, don't know, but when I do that motor, and there is cams and stuff out there for a flathead, if you watch Pacific Mike, he's redoing because I'd really like to do a next bike I want to do is a regular bike, but an 80-inch flathead.
Okay.
Real rare and stuff like that. I mean, but I got to remember, I got to kickstart this damn thing. I'm getting old.
Well, that's what compression release for.
Right. That's right.
Right.
And the Survey car, a lot of people don't know that Survey car with Harley Davidson is the first one that came out with electric start out of all their bikes.
Well, I thought the electric glide was the first.
It's a Survey car and a 12-volt system.
I thought that was the electric glide. So is the Survey car based electric glide, I guess?
Not
on the electric glide, the engine they use for the
electric glide. No, electric glide was depending on what year, it was either a panhead.
Okay.
And 64 was a panhead.
Okay. What would that Survey, that 47 engine? What is that? A pan?
That's a flathead. Sir, Harley Davidson made the flathead engine. Believe this or not, 1932 to 1973.
So it's not a pan at all, then.
No. And all the Survey cars was a flathead, and plus Harley had, and I don't know if Steve's still watching, he'll know this stuff like that. That flathead motor they made for other companies for machinery and stuff because it's very reliable. I mean, it's low compression, this and that. It's a 750cc motor, and but it was very dependable. And they sold that motor off to other company stuff just for machineries and stuff like that. But that is Harley's to this day longest built engine from 1932 to 1973, a flathead.
Wow.
I mean, the flatheads only went into the bikes till 43, 45, 40 when it came out with the knucklehead in 46, 45 to 46. But they still kept the flathead for the Survey cars and everything else, but they came out with the knucklehead and stuff and then got on and on.
The 45, is that a V45, 45 degrees? Is that what you mean?
Oh yeah, it's the same degree V45. You know, it's a 40. They call it a 45. I've been, oh, that's a year. I said, no, it's 45 cubic inches. V twin.
Well, I thought those were 74 cubic inches.
No, they're 45 cubic inches, 750 cc.
Okay.
Now they came out with the UL. They came out with the UL Harley. You know,
I've done forgot more now.
As far as the war bikes and all that, because they were just, I mean, you can run them on kerosene and shit back then, low compression shit. But they did come out with the UL, which is the same frame as the Knucklehead, which was an 80-inch, a 74, and an 80-inch flathead.
Yeah, because the guy.
I take an 80-inch flathead and try to kick that start that damn thing.
Well, Wheels Through Time is all the time rebuilding those flatheads.
Pacific Mike has got an 80-inch.
Pacific Mike has got some awesome bikes, man. That dude has been building bikes since the freaking 70s.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised Randy ain't went down and met that guy yet.
Oh, Bertha, I love that panhead. He just had a video with his panhead and stuff like that. And he's got that old shovel head and stuff too. But he can build them. He knows his shit.
Yep.
Yeah, well, the first time I rebuilt my bike is I basically watched a bunch of his videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched a bunch of lowbrow customs too. They're pretty good. And that was the first time I had done lifters and just refreshed the gaskets and shit, put a new electronic ignition in it, stuff like that. I should have put a cam in it at that time, but I just put lifters in it. And
you know, the biggest issue, a lot of people just throw cams and this and that and bolt it together and hope it runs, and it runs, and it runs good. Nobody does tolerances. You know, me, I'm in the tolerances. I mean, besides, you know, torque and everything, you know, I want that crank run out, or like the crank or the camshaft end play, you know, in and out. You know, I have to put that cover on, you know, bolt it and torque it and check that, just say, okay, now I need a shim. I mean, you could leave it like that, but it just wears out faster and shit. But that's what I do. It takes a little longer, but you know what? My shit's dialed in.
well, see, I'll be honest with you. That may be part of my whole issue, Greg, is, you know, there may be some run out that I didn't measure, didn't notice, what have you. Hopefully when I put the cam bearing in it, I am going to make sure that I don't have any movement, you know, too much.
Well, run out, you can do it the cam out. That's the, you know, the crankshaft, the PTO they call it, the crankshaft coming out. Run out is up and down on that.
Well, I mean, I need to do the crank.
You got to put a cover on there and push the camshaft all the way and put a dial indicator in there and see how much that cam moves in and out. You know,
The cam or the crank?
the cam.
The cam.
Run out is on the crank,
Okay.
up and down, because you're allowed
10,000.
Your Evo, I think, is up to. I got to double check. It's 8 to 10,000s, I think, which is very little, you know. But I mean, you'd be good. But you don't want over 10. I know that for sure, because then you got to split cases. Because
yeah,
then you're gonna be like me. If it's my own bike, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's 11,000. Fuck that, I'm putting it together.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna put it back together.
Well, bike I build or something like that.
One of these days, I'll quit procrastinating and put it back together and prove everybody that it'll run again. Whether it runs for 2 days or 2 months, who knows?
Right.
But,
Never know, man.
But I mean, you got to watch that end play, and to me, I think, I mean, it's hard to get the crankshaft run out. I mean, it ain't hard to get that, but I mean, that's going to go up and down. I mean, you got to be way out of spec to get that. But that camshaft in and out, because you can put a shim, you know, between your cover and the cam, because there should probably be one there already from the factory.
Yeah.
But if not, if you got too much of that and that motor spinning, that cam's going this way, that wears the hell out of your rollers and stuff, on your lifters.
Yeah, that's what fucks them, eats them up.
As soon as you get on that throttle, that cam's gonna, you don't think about it. It's slamming against the cover. You let off, it's coming back in. It's
Yeah. Well, Randy, what size motor's on that chopper? Yours 100 inch or 100 cubic inch?
Yeah. RevTech.
What kind of compression is in that?
Dude, I don't know. I bought it this way.
It's
I've
Evo
got all kinds
style,
of.
though, right?
It's what?
Evo style.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
It's a bad motor though. I've outran some crotch rockets with it. Me and my brother-in-law both have
100 inch
choppers.
Evo. It's got a good cam. I don't know what I'm gonna put.
Oh yeah, it's got everything done to it.
You're probably pushing 100 horse on that.
Yeah, it's got a lot of power. I know that, and it's all aluminum.
Well,
Everything on it's Arlen Ness. The frame itself is the small diameter frame, and I don't believe the bike weighs more than like 500 pounds.
hell yeah.
Only because I weighed about 300 when I was riding it, and it felt like a dirt bike, man. You can just flip it around because it's so light.
Right. That Bikes and Beards, I just watched his video today on how he bought the $80,000 fantasy bike that Orange County Choppers built for a guy.
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah, watch it. It's a pretty good video. He gave $8,000 for it.
I was saying he paid like 6 or 8.
Yeah, he gave $8,000 for it, and
you can find some
a
good deals.
but it only put out 60 some horsepower.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he said it was an 80 inch. I'm not sure. It might have been 100, but it's the Harley Evo engine. I think it was
a lot of them bikes that built them long chopper, and they got big ton money for them for stars and this and that.
That's right.
Horsepower. They just looked very nice.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It just looked
my
nice.
95 bagger. My wife hated it. My 95 Ultra Classic, and I bought that from my Snap-on dealer. Believe it or not, Jamin, because he worked. One of his things was Lakeshore Harley Davidson, and he had that bike and still had a warranty on there. And he lost rollers in one of the lifters. So they rebuilt that motor, and they went big bore, 88 to 96, big ass cam. It cost it, and with True Duals, Vance and Hines exhaust, he changed it. It cost him only like $500 for them to do all these upgrades. The rest Harley paid for warranty stuff. I bought that, and I got the paperwork on it. It was a 112 horsepower and 120 foot-pounds of torque. That thing was loud. I mean, it's an Ultra Classic. My wife's on the back. I power shift second. She hated that. I mean, that front wheel would just.
Yeah.
The only problem with she's like, turn that up. I had to turn it all the way up for her to hear it because the damn bike was so loud. And like, I miss it. I like it, but I traded it in for my 2010, Ultra, which I bought brand new back then.
Yeah.
Hey, special shout out to my niece Tabitha. She's 36 today. And another shout out to my older brother Dan.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday.
Both it's their birthdays today, so thanks.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Happy birthday.
Him out there in the show. See, I told you I'd mention you guys. I was just checking my messages, and I had a message from my niece.
Oh, yeah.
She's a cool girl. All right, Shocker is seeing us in Discord. All right, sweetheart. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
All right,
like I said, everybody that was here, thank you for being here. Let's see. Rob was one of them. I was one of them. Was Snow White? I didn't see Snow White at all.
I didn't see Snow.
You didn't go on there, huh? Well, she tried.
All right.
Oh,
She's gonna get
She still
punished.
ain't feeling that good.
Best stopped in, Gloria, and Donna, thanks, and Gio.
Well, hopefully
thanks for stopping.
Yeah, Gio.
Hopefully I'm welcome back because I'm off for a few weeks and stuff like that, and I'll be back on if I'm allowed to. And
Don't
Put my
forget
two-
the process.
Always, man, always.
Well, Mr. Greg, I really hope everything goes great for you when you have your surgeries.
Yeah.
No, because I want to schedule some myself, but I'm kind of a little bit leery because of the time off of work.
Next week, the 28th, left hand surgery. 2 days later, right knee surgery.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Damn.
How long are they telling you you're going to
I
be
started
down?
watching that 2 years ago. Left hand surgery and my rotator cuff surgery.
How long are they going to tell you? They're telling you you're going to be down.
I don't know. My hand's 2 weeks.
Back at you there, Gio. Respect, brother.
My knee's not a replacement or nothing like that. Just simple stuff. So hopefully just 2 weeks too. So
Unless
because
they
work
find
will just yank it out of my vacation days, and I need them vacation days for right.
They're just going to scope it, right? Off the scope.
Yeah, they're just scoping it, cutting a meniscus muscle, and clean the shit out, and I'll be good.
Cool. Okay.
Like the doctors tell me, he says, you know what? You're up in age stuff with your arthritis, stuff like that. We'll just keep you going till you retire. And then we can do joint replacement.
There you go.
That's what
I got
want.
a joint replacement right here.
Yeah. Your joint and my joint's two different things, though, Randy.
I know, man. What's going on with that?
Well, next week we don't really have a topic. We'll just talk about the end of the year and the year that we had. And yes,
Yeah.
Greg, you're more welcome to come on. You'll be,
We'll be grateful. We'll talk about
That'd be a good topic.
We'll talk about everything that happened because a lot of us had a lot of shit happen last year.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably make it another 2-hour show.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it short or cut it off now because I need to go get the cats some food for tomorrow and some cat treats for tonight.
Yeah, you go over and get some damn cat food, would you?
Hey man, I love that pussy. What can I say?
I know. Kick your ass. All right, love you, brothers, and I'll talk to you on Discord in a little bit.
All right, yeah. As soon as I get, I'll probably talk to you on the phone while I'm on the way to the Discord or to the store.
All righty. We'll see you over there.
Greg.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We got some come, some go, some came back. So thanks a lot. Much respect to everybody.
And Stubbs, if you're listening, fuck you in Mexico.
Yeah. Rob, you got anything to say to Stubbs?
Bring me back a T-shirt and a shot glass, fucker.
Hey, Stubbs,
Bring me a senorita.
Hey, Stubbs, if you're listening, tell the captain, hey, did you put the bilge plug in the boat?
Yeah.
Bring me a senorita from Mexico.
And I'd also like to tell Stubbs Merry Christmas.
If looks could kill.
Yeah, exactly. If I don't see you people watching this and that, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll see you next week. Y'all be safe. Enjoy all your holidays. I know I'll be talking to you guys in the mornings and stuff, but everybody else out there, but just enjoy your family time and love of life.
Exactly.
Good work.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right.
Everybody be safe and on your travels through the snow if you have to go through the snow.
Rob, give me some more Jack Daniels.
Yeah, you get some more Jack Daniels while we get off of here. Rob, you got anything left or are you out too?
Well, I'm going to be ducking out as well, but again, Merry Christmas to everyone. It's the holidays. Drive safe. Be safe. Don't do anything that I would do.
Randy?
Same thing. Merry Christmas, everyone, and Happy New Year's. It's going to be a good one, I hope, this year.
Yeah. Hopefully this year's turns around.
I hope so, man. It's been a couple of bad ones right in a row there, and
Yeah.
everybody's pretty tired of it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Peace, peace, peeps.
Peace, peace.
All
Hey,
Love you guys and talk to you soon.
All right.
All right, we're